evening and welcome to your Thursday, May 2025 edition of the Evening News. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. Venezuela must refrain from conducting elections in Guyana's Essequibo region, says ICJ. Adriana Young's probe hotel owner released from custody. 2 cops fired, says GPF. Multiple houses gutted by fire at Kitty. Fire destroys boat at Fairfield Wharf. Over 4 million in foreign weed found in barrels shipped from Miami. And workers have a friend in my government, says President Ali in Labor Day message. Now for the news in detail. In a landmark ruling today, the International Court of Justice has ordered Venezuela to immediately cease any attempts to conduct or prepare for elections in Guyana's Essequibo region. Here is Trishul Sobers with our lead story tonight.
The International Court of Justice decision blocking Venezuela from holding election in Guyana's Essequibo region was issued on Thursday. It is a direct response to Guyana's request for additional provisional measures following Caracas' announcement earlier this year that it would proceed with the installation of a regional government in Essequibo, which is 2/3 of Guyana's landmass. The ICJ ruled by a vote of 12-3 that, quote, pending a final decision in the case, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela should refrain from conducting elections or preparing to conduct elections in the territory in dispute, which the Cooperative Republic of Guyana currently administers and over which it exercises control, end quote. The court also unanimously reaffirmed its December 1, 2023 order, which prohibited either party from altering the status quo in the territory and urged both sides to avoid action that could aggravate the matter. In a swift statement following the ruling, the government of Guyana, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, welcomed the order and called on Venezuela to comply fully with the legally binding measures. The statement reads, quote, the government of Guyana reiterates its unwavering commitment to the principles of international law, the peaceful resolution of disputes, and to the ICJ process for a final, peaceful, and lawful resolution on the controversy concerning the validity of the 1899 arbitral award that determined the land boundary between Guyana and Venezuela, end quote. This is the second time Guyana has sought provisional measures from the World Court, which is currently hearing a case to settle the decades-long border controversy between Guyana and Venezuela. Guyana initiated the case back in March 2018, asking the ICJ to issue a final and binding ruling that the 1899 arbitral award, which determined the international boundary with Venezuela, is legally valid. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro has announced that he will be holding elections for a governor and other leaders for the Essequibo region on May 25. Trishul Sobers, Evening News.
As investigations continue into the death of 11-year-old Adriana Young, the Guyana Police Force has revealed that the owner of Doubleday Hotel, where the young girl's body was found in the pool, has been released from custody and blacklisted from leaving the country. In this Vanu Manikchand report, you will also hear that 2 police officers have been fired and several others remain on administrative leave. Let's have a look.
The Guyana Police Force on Thursday revealed that the owner of Doubleday Hotel, who was in police custody over the death of 11-year-old Adriana Young, has been released after the statutory detention period had elapsed. He was instructed to report to the police station on a daily basis and was also blacklisted from leaving the jurisdiction. The young girl had gone with relatives to the hotel's poolside on Wednesday, April 23, but disappeared shortly after. Her body was found the following day in the hotel's pool, which raised a lot of questions since the area was previously searched and there were no signs of her. A 4-hour forensic autopsy conducted by 3 international pathologists gave her cause of death as drowning. According to the police, DNA samples obtained from the young girl as well as the hotel's owner will be taken for advanced testing and analysis at the Mount Sinai Health System in New York. Meanwhile, Commander of Regional Division No. 3, Assistant Commissioner Khalid Mandal, remains on administrative leave. Additionally, 2 other ranks, a corporal and a constable, have been relieved of their duties due to neglect. The young girl's family members had accused the police of failing to properly investigate her disappearance when the report was first made. The distrust grew further after the police claimed that the child was seen on video leaving the hotel in a vehicle, something which the family insisted was not true based on neighboring footage they reviewed. It was subsequently revealed that a civilian staff at the command center had misled the police after she entered the wrong date and pulled up footage showing someone else matching the young girl's description entering a vehicle. The female civilian employee, along with several police ranks, were also sent on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. Reporting for the Evening News, Fanu Manakchand.
3 houses were completely destroyed while a few others received damages following a fire at Pike Street, Kitty, Georgetown today. Michael Henry was at the scene and filed this report.
Tragedy struck at around 12 hours 10 on Thursday when 17-year-old Ezekiel Charles of Pike Street, Kitty, Georgetown, was studying for his upcoming CSEC exams and heard a loud explosion. Upon investigating, he saw a nearby house on fire. The blaze quickly spread to 2 other structures, resulting in their complete destruction. Speaking with the Evening News, Charles said he immediately made a call to the Guyana Fire Service upon observing the fire.
So I was inside my bedroom studying for CXC because I have CXC a couple months, Monday, Malifax. So like I was studying, then I hear bomb, right? So I didn't really detect us, nothing. And then I hear bomb again. And then I see my sister was at the window. And I was like, what go on? And then she was like, fire, fire. So I run in my mother's bedroom. I pick up her phone and I dial 912. And I called, my mother called her firefighter friend. I called again. Them tell me what's going on. I tell them exactly what, I give them a brief breakdown of what exactly is transpiring.
Meanwhile, the student shared that he managed to help 3 persons escape from harm's way.
Anybody was in the house, in any of the house at the time?
The 3-story building house, people was inside the house, but when I see the man, he had a man and like 3 old women. So I went downstairs and I go assist them by the fence. I tell you, show the lady over and I fresh them and I take them in front.
And how much houses in total on fire? How much houses in total?
When it started, it was 1 and then it continued to be 2, now it's 3.
Other witnesses reported that no one was injured in the inferno. However, some pets were trapped in one of the houses. 2 of the fire trucks reportedly ran out of water in a matter of minutes upon arrival at the fire scene.
We got car for the come here, so when the do come,
No water.
Better water. They could save this building, that building, the building,
The building ain't even dead on so much.
We have to start talking with your own building for saving. Otherwise, it will be all chaos here, there and all over. What happened? What are we trying to do to people really attack? We are citizens of this country. We pay with taxes, fair enough like everybody else. We need the same service like everybody else. The rich, the poor, everybody, same service we need. There's nobody higher than nobody, lower than nobody when it comes to disaster. When it comes to disaster, you have to prepare, equip, modernize yourself for things like this.
Meanwhile, due to the radiated heat, a few other houses received damages as a result of the fire. An investigation is ongoing to determine the origin of the blaze. I am Michael Henry, reporting for the Evening News.
A rice boat docked at the Fairfield Wharf, Region 2, caught fire this afternoon at around 15 hours 30, causing panic among nearby residents and workers. The vessel is used to transport rice from ESSEQUIBO coast to other parts of the country. According to eyewitnesses, the fire may have started in the kitchen area of the boat. One resident claimed that the cook on board was under the influence of alcohol and fell asleep while a pot was left boiling on the stove. It is suspected that the unattended stove overheated and caused a flare-up leading to the fire. Police are currently investigating the incident to determine the exact cause of the fire. Meanwhile, agents of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit have intercepted a barrel that contained a quantity of foreign ganja that was shipped from Miami in the United States to Guyana. Based on information received, the drug trafficking convict Lemmy Campbell was busted at the Cheddi Jagan International Airport earlier this week while attempting to clear the barrel. Approximately 3.4 pounds of weed, which carries an estimated street value of 4 million Guyana dollars, were found among cereals that were in the barrel. The 60-year-old suspect is currently in Kanu's custody and is expected to be charged soon. Campbell was previously convicted and jailed along with his wife and two other persons on drug trafficking charges in Barbados. He was later deported after being released. A few days after it announced a 12:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. curfew, the government has lifted the measure. According to the Ministry of Home Affairs, the curfew was lifted in light of the steady return to normalcy in the country. It was on Monday night that Minister of Home Affairs Robeson Ben signed the public order to institute the curfew amid widespread unrest across the country. On Thursday, however, Minister Ben revoked the order effective May 1. Coming up, Minister Indar hits former GT mayor with a $60 million defamation lawsuit, and Lower East Bank Berbice farmers call for emergency clearing of canals. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
Mother's Day, Digicel is turning up the love and cooling things down.
Imagine surprising mom with a brand new fully stocked fridge.
Digicel is making it a reality.
You can win one of 4 fully stocked fridges
worth over $500,000.
Just top up with $1,000 or more for a chance to win weekly. It's that easy.
Top up today. The more you top up, the more chances you have to win.
Happy Mother's Day from Digicel. Better connected.
Welcome back. You're watching the Evening News. In observance of Labor Day 2025, President Dr. Irfan Ali has committed to protecting and upholding the rights of all categories of workers, declaring that they have a friend in the People's Progressive Party civic government. Here's more from Vanu Manikchand.
In his Labor Day message to the nation, President Dr. Irfan Ali noted that the achievements workers celebrate today were not won without great struggles and sacrifices. He added that the rights and gains won by workers have led to tangible benefits for workers, including improved wages, better working conditions, and enhanced living and social conditions for all. According to the head of state, quote, "Today, we honor all workers, past and present, including those who paved the way for the rights workers enjoy presently. I assure the labor movement of my government's support for protecting these rights. Workers have a friend, not a foe, in my government," end quote. President Ali assured, too, that Guyanese workers can look forward to a future that will guarantee continued improvements in real incomes through investments that generate personal, household, and intergenerational wealth. He added, quote, "Workers in Guyana stand to benefit equitably from our growing economy. My government will ensure that the fruits of progress are shared by all by fostering a more inclusive and prosperous future for everyone." End quote. Meanwhile, Vice President Dr. Bart Jagdeo has outlined that the current People's Progressive Party Civic Administration has done more for Guyanese workers than the previous government.
We have now 60,000 people who are working, who are now working at that time. So you know the dignity of work is so important to people. If they don't have work, and then almost it changes their whole outlook on life if they can't find a job. But at least 60,000 people more are working now than who were working under APNU. Their period was characterized by a loss of jobs in the 5 years. So when you talk about jobs to people on Labor Day, that is what you should really be talking about tomorrow. Who has generated more jobs? What is your track record on generating jobs?
Additionally, Prime Minister Brigadier Mark Phillips, in his Labor Day message, noted that while much progress has been made for Guyanese workers over the decades, much more needs to be done to ensure safe conditions, decent pay, and equal opportunity for all. Things, he said, that the PPPC government is committed to. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Madakchand.
The usually vibrant Labor Day parade in the capital city of Georgetown took a subdued turn this year after several major trade unions withdrew their participation, citing public safety concerns following Monday night's violent unrest across the country. Michael Henry tells us more.
Scenes from this year's annual Labor Day March in Georgetown. Participating were a few unions under the Guyana Trade Union Congress. Major unions such as the Guyana Public Service Union, representing the public servants in the country, did not participate amid concerns about their members' safety following unrest in the country just a few days ago. The unions that fall under the Federation of Independent Trade Unions of Guyana also did not participate. These unions included the Guyana Agricultural and General Workers Union, the National Association of Agricultural, Commercial and Industrial Employees, the Clerical and Commercial Workers Union, and the Guyana Labor Union. FITUG had lamented that this historic occasion, which has long been a time for unity, reflection and celebration of the contributions of the working class, is now clouded by a disturbing wave of violence, intimidation and disorder. Over 40 persons have since been arrested and charged in connection with Monday night's violence across the country. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Home Affairs has since informed that the situation in the country is returning to normalcy. Michael Henry, The Evening News.
Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, has brought a $60 million defamation lawsuit against former mayor of Georgetown, Ubraj Narain, for what he alleges are false and defamatory statements published on social media regarding the tragic death of 11-year-old Adriana Young. Details in this Trishel Sobers report.
The $60 million lawsuit filed in the High Court by Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, accuses former Mayor of Georgetown, Ubraj Narain, of publishing scandalous and wholly false claims on social media that not only question the minister's character, but suggest a sinister involvement in the tragic death of 11-year-old Adriana Young, a matter that has become a deeply emotional national tragedy. According to court documents, Minister Indar is seeking damages for defamation, aggravated and or exemplary damages, and injunctive relief to restrain further publication of the alleged defamatory statements. The lawsuit stems from a social media post made on April 27, 2025 by Narayan on his page, which alleged that Minister Indar was absent from the public discourse surrounding the child's death, despite the incident reportedly occurring in his region. More seriously, Narayan claimed that Indar has a business relationship with the owner of the Doubleday Hotel where the child's body was discovered, and had directed certain media personnel to the hotel to push a misleading narrative. Minister Indar categorically denies all allegations, describing them as completely false and defamatory. His claim argues that the words and interferences used in the Facebook post suggest corruption, conflict of interest, and efforts to cover up details surrounding the child's death. The minister's attorney says Gunraj and Shania Cummins of Gunraj & Co. have also requested an order from the court for Narayan to delete the offending posts and issue a public apology in terms approved by the court. Narayan has officially been served via the Supreme Court's electronic litigation portal and has been given 8 days to file a defense. Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Damar Harbor Bridge is scheduled to be closed to vehicular traffic on Friday, May 2, 2025 at 20 hours 55 for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is scheduled to be closed to vehicular traffic on Friday, May 2, 2025 at 7 hours for a period of 1.5 hours.
West Rheinfeld's Griffith ecstatic with third place Milo finish, and Guyana opens regional T20 blaze with win. These stories coming up in this evening's Sportcast, sponsored by MacCorp.
We are here at Environmental and Technical Solution Inc., one of our renowned rental customers, to show our appreciation for the business that they would have brought to us.
I think it's a good initiative you guys are doing, and I encourage you guys to keep on doing it. It does break the lines between a customer supplier, make it a little more closer, as you mentioned, like a family. The service from MacCorp was very well. We had no challenges.
Business owners, it's time to level up with SylviesOnline.com. Shopping with us is a breeze. Browse online and plan your purchase. Check real-time stock availability. Enjoy expert in-store assistance. Whether you're on-site or in the office, shop at SylviesOnline.com. Visit SylviesOnline.com today and make your next big upgrade easy. SylviesOnline.com, your partner in productivity.